I'm looking for, yeah. It's that bird in the VIP line with the V-time and the East run. Used to drive the Nissan, now she in a Pima. I don't want her, cause she from the corner. And I heard that Beamer was the loner.
Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kennedy or Ken, whichever one you want to call me. As you can tell by the title, today will be a sit down girl talk chit chat video. I haven't done one of these in so long, so I'm really excited to do this. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I love talking to you guys, and hopefully in the future I can make more videos like this. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first question is, what's a hobby or something that keeps you uplifted even when you're down? My most recent hobby, I would say, is fitness. The gym is my hobby. If I'm not at the gym, then I like to go to Pilates. I kind of prefer Pilates over the gym because the gym is just like, you know, hard, fast, like I don't really like that. Pilates is kind of like, you know, everybody's going at the same speed. It's not too fast, but not too slow, like it's in the middle. So I would say the gym. Vlogging is also a hobby for me. I like to get on the camera and just talk about my life and stuff. Yes, it can be turned into a stream of income, but as of right now, it's just a hobby for me. So yeah. Next question. What motivated you to start traveling? I wouldn't say anything necessarily motivated me to start traveling. Maybe my childhood, because as a child growing up I didn't really travel that much, but now I have the means and, you know, I'm older now, so I'm able to just travel if I feel like it. Don't judge me, girl, but my first trip was actually my cruise that I went on last year for my birthday. My mom booked me a cruise for my birthday. That was my first like actual trip ever. If you've never been on a cruise, why not? I think everybody should experience a cruise just once in their life. Cruises are so fun. Yeah, that was my first trip, and then after I took that cruise, I just have not stopped traveling ever since then. So yeah, I guess I would say my childhood, because I didn't really get out like that. Okay, next question. What's your way or a way someone can stop being lazy and start focusing on them? That's a really good question. A way that someone can stop being lazy and start focusing on them. I honestly think the gym helped me stop being, you know, in my lazy girl era, because, you know, you have to get up and actually go and put the work in. So once I started like going to the gym, I found myself being disciplined in other aspects of life. So honestly, once I realized that I'm in control of my life, nobody's gonna achieve my goals for me. Nobody's gonna wake me up in the morning and tell me to go clock in. Nobody's going to tell me to check stuff off my vision board. I have to do that. That's when I stopped being lazy. I started focusing on me and my goals. I mean, you just have to just talk to yourself, and like if you really want it, it'll start to click. Like you just really have to sit down and talk to yourself and just say, like, lay all your goals out on the table, figure out how you're gonna achieve them, and just do it. Like, there's no other way that I can say. Just do it. Just motivate yourself. So set your goals, create a routine of how you're going to set those goals, but start small. What I do is I set like small goals and then I work my way up to big, like long-term goals. But I think setting like really small goals is what really helped me, like stuff that could be like easily achieved. Like, for example, if you're into reading books, I would say read a chapter or two a day. I do that when I read my books. I tell myself to read at least a chapter or two a day. Just, you know, set little small goals like that. For example, limit your distractions, practice discipline, like I said about the gym. Once you start going to the gym, you have to be really disciplined and motivated to go. So, but that goes with every aspect in your life as well, not just the gym. Anything you do, anything you're trying to achieve, all that requires discipline. So it's all, at the end of the day, it all comes down to your discipline. So next question is, what's your point of view for someone who's looking for love and never had it? Someone looking for love, I would say you're not missing anything. Honestly, relationships, they can be fulfilling if they're done the right way. Like I said, you're not missing anything. Put your goals first. I feel like looking for love, chasing love will leave you broke and unfocused. I've been there before, so yeah, it'll leave you broken, unfocused if you're looking for it. Let it come to you. I feel like you should put your goals and yourself first because it will come to you. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. It will come to you when you're least expecting it. Just let it come. Don't search for it, because when you search for it, that's how you end up in situations that you don't want to be in. Okay, just let it find you. Basically, when you do get it, it'll probably be very fulfilling for you if you do it the right way with the right person. What made you want to achieve your goals and how far you've come? Honestly, what made me want to achieve my goals is, well, let me start by saying I spend like a good amount of time on the internet, just like we all do. So when I am like on the internet, I at least try to feed into some like motivational content, like podcasts. I follow these themed Instagram pages that are like motivational. When I get on my phone, the first thing I do is look for a motivational quote. I have unfollowed people that I was comparing myself to and people that weren't really posting content that I really wanted to see. Like at this point in my life, I don't want to see like negative things. I really enjoy inspiring motivational content, people that work in the beauty industry or people that have the same interests as me. Like, you know, I just don't want to see anything that doesn't have to do with me. Like things that are motivational, inspiring, and you know, people that have goals, that have the same goals as me. Like they have stuff that I want, but I don't compare myself to them and be like, dang, I wish I had that. Like, you know, I don't indulge in those type of things. So following people that motivate and inspire me is what made me want to achieve my goals. Not only did social media play a part in that, but I just had goals and I just wanted to achieve them. Like I see so much for myself like in the future. I know like what I want my future to look like. I know what I want my life to look like. So like I said in the beginning of the video, like I had the realization that nobody is going to achieve my goals for me. I have to do that. So I mean, that's all it is to it. I'm the only one that's going to achieve my goals, so I just did it. And how far I've come, I don't think, well, I'm not going to say it in like a self-demeaning way because I know that I have more goals to achieve later on down the line. I'm very proud of myself, of where I am today, and I'm grateful that I overcame my circumstances that had me thinking that I wouldn't be in this position today. But I'm very proud of how far I've came, because there was a point in my life where I was the laughingstock of the city, so I overcame that and look where I am now. So I just motivated myself throughout that situation and here I am now. This is a little embarrassing. Well, it's not really embarrassing now because I achieved the goal. I'm a licensed esthetician, so you have to take the state board to be able to practice aesthetics. Everybody knows that. So when it came to taking my state board, girl, I failed my state board about 5 times until I finally passed. And when I did pass, that's when I had this realization that failure is not the end of the world. I used to think that failure was a bad thing, but honestly, failure shapes us. It's nothing wrong with failing, because when you fail, all you have to do is get back up and try again. And that's exactly what I did. I kept trying and trying and trying and trying until I finally passed my test. So that's a testimony for me, because I had to drive an hour to go take my state board. So you know how, like, you know, you have to pay for it. Not only did I have to drive there, but I had to pay for it, and it wasn't cheap. I don't even want to add up how much I done wasted on taking that test just to fail it over and over. But I finally passed, and then when I did pass, it motivated me to just achieve everything else that I wanted. Like, you know, so yeah, failure is not the end of the world. It's not. I don't want to say failure is a good thing, but it kind of builds character, and you know, everybody needs some character building. Another thing that made me want to achieve my goals was the fact that I started living for myself. For a very, very, very long time, I was living for others. My family specifically, I tried to live up to their standards, and that just made me miserable. Like, this is your life. You only get one. Do what you want. Do what makes you happy. I'm not saying go out and like do bad things, but achieve your goals. Like, this is your life. Do what you want. Go at your own pace. It's not a race. You're living for you. Like, this is your life. You're the author of your story. Nobody else. Like, you're doing this for you. What do you want? How are you gonna do it? I mean, I journaled, I prayed, I disciplined myself, and that helped me achieve my goals. I can't just sit around and talk about what I want to do and not put the work in. Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna get anything done by just talking about it. I have to do something, even if that's a small goal every day. Getting to the bigger goal, the bigger picture, at least I'm working towards it. Let's see what the next questions are. What advice would you give to the girls with no support? Advice I would give to the girls with no support, I feel like not having the support that you want would make you go harder. Because like I've said before, at the end of the day, it's just you trying to better yourself, trying to better your life. So if you don't have that support, it kind of just makes you lean on yourself, make you want to dig yourself out of the hole that you're in, or whatever the case may be. I just feel like it makes you go harder. Like, I got all this by myself. I didn't need anybody's help. Like, it builds you, makes you stronger, makes you more independent. So I don't want to say not having support is a good thing, because everybody wants to be supported, but at the end of the day, I feel like not having support would build you. Basically, just knowing, like, as a grown woman, that you can hold your own and you don't really need anybody. That's what I would use for motivation if I didn't have the support, because at the end of the day, you're in control of your life. So anything that I didn't learn as a child, or anything that I didn't get taught as a child, like, I have the resources and the means to teach myself that now. So I would just use my resources and better my life on my own terms. And since y'all don't want to support me, forget y'all, because now I have it on my own. Someone said, what was your upbringing like, and can we also get a video on how to become an it girl, like hygiene, clothes, and etc. Yes, I can make that a separate video for you guys. If you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know in the comments below. And what was my upbringing like? Grew up middle class. I have a lot of siblings. There's 8 of us. I have a lot of siblings. I moved a lot from California, Tennessee, like, I lived in both places. I would say I had a pretty good upbringing, because it shaped me into who I am today, and I think who I am today is something to be proud of. So I would say that my upbringing, it was pretty good to me. I don't have any, traumatic events that happened to me as a child. My trauma is more so things that I did, like, to myself growing up. So yeah, I think I did have a pretty good childhood, a pretty good upbringing. I'm grateful for that. Before I close out this video, because those are all the questions that you guys sent me, it wasn't that many, but I did want to get this video out for you guys, because I get like a lot of questions about, like, motivation and goals and stuff like that. So what I do want to say is main things that helped me become, like, a better person. I would say discipline, my vision board, because I made a vision board at the beginning of this year, and I got a lot of stuff done on that vision board. At the end of the year, I'm going to show you guys my vision board, and then we're going to go over, like, what was on my vision board and what I achieved or what I didn't achieve and stuff like that. That's going to be a whole nother separate video. But yeah, discipline, my vision board, consistency, like I said, like setting those little goals every day. Small goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, whatever. Just start small. Prayer really helps. Whenever I have a goal to achieve, I pray for discipline, and I pray just to help me achieve my goal. And when I achieve it, help me to keep the goal and to multiply my blessings. Having faith in myself that I can achieve anything. Nothing in this life is unattainable. Anything that you want, you can have. Anything that somebody else has that you want, you can have. It's not out of reach. And basically just putting myself in this position. If I have to save money to achieve something, I save the amount of money that I need, and and I go achieve the goal. And also protecting my energy and having discernment. Discernment is something that everybody should develop, because you need to know. You need to know how to scope the scenery. If you don't know how to do that, you're gonna be in some bad situations. So that concludes today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave me some comments. If you guys want, DM me on Instagram. My DMs are always open. I'm always open to building a community, being friends with you guys, talking to you guys, anything. If you have any questions, just DM me on Instagram or comment down below, whatever you want to do. I definitely would love to make more sit down videos like this with you guys. So if you guys have any more suggestions, please do not hesitate to DM me on Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.
I'm looking for, yeah, it's that her in the VIP line with the V-time and the East run. Used to drive the Nissan, now she in a Beamer. I don't want her, cause she from the corner, and I heard that Beamer was a loner.